Good afternoon and welcome to the Dar es Salaam Gymkhana Club. We are here for the first eliminator of the Petrofuel TCA Caravans Cup to be played between Raah Upanga Club and Haraab Motors Park Stars. If you're joining us live now, I would like to inform you that Alliance Caravans had won the first qualifier against Aurobindo AKC by 1 run, which ensures that they are into the final already. And now Aurobindo AKC will wait for the victor of this eliminator match to play in the second qualifier. Without further ado, we'd be heading over to the toss. And I have with me the captains, Haraab Motors Park Stars captain Basit and Asuri Rajendra of Raah Upanga. It's time for the toss. Basit calls heads. It is heads. Basit bhai, what will you be doing?
Well, we are going to bat first.
Okay, so Haraab Motors Park Stars have won the toss and have elected to bat first. Tell me about your lineup. Any changes in your team?
No, we are going to with the same lineup with the last game, and with the knockout game, we are trying to put runs on board.
No, indeed, it's do or die. We're waiting for the big hits from your team. May the best team win. All the very best. Yeah. Moving over, of course, Raji, hard luck on the toss. But that's only 50% of it. The rest of it is on the match. I think we had an exceptional qualifier match we just watched, down to the wire, to the very last ball. What would you have done if you had won the toss? Oh, it's straight back at him. Racing. What an effort there. Unbelievable stuff. And it's Meka Mukesh. Saving 3 runs for his team there with that exceptional bit of fielding. And we have a packed ground here today to witness this eliminator of the Petrofuel TCA Caravans Cup between Raah Upanga Club and Haraab Motors Park Stars. Two very, very well balanced, well matched, exciting teams on show for us here today. We had an exceptional match just before this. An unbelievable climax. You couldn't write the stuff. The match between Alliance Caravans and Aurobindo AKSE down to the wire. The very last ball. Alliance Caravans winning by just the 1 run. Aurobindo AKSE would feel hard done by the result. However, fortunately for them, they will get to play the winner of this match tomorrow for a second crack at making it to the finals tomorrow. And with that, 2 overs done with Haraab Motors Park Stars scoring 14 runs. Up in the air and dropped. Oh, it looked like he had caught it, but slipping out of his hands in the last moment. Ramesh Alluri would be really disappointed with that one. Seemed to have stuck in well, unfortunately for Jatin. Just losing grip of the ball the very last moment. And that's it. They've gotten the danger man, Ivan Ismail. Ramesh Alluri, who would have been disappointed with that dropped catch just in the last ball. A lot happier now, having gotten the wicket of Ivan Ismail. And very well taken by Pafford as well. A big man. So no surprise in him ensuring that the ball stayed safe in his hands. Pafford, of course, has played for Haraab Motors Park Stars in the past. So this is a team he knows very well. Tactics as well, he knows very well. And with that, we have Zafar Khan coming on to the field. Zafar, of course, is the top scorer for Haraab Motors Park Stars so far in the Petrofuel TCA Caravans Cup. Zafar has scored 212 runs so far in this tournament in 7 innings. For Raah Upanga, all eyes will be on Ramesh Alluri, this man who has now got 17 wickets, followed by Ajay Yadav, who's gotten 15. Now, of course, the last time these two teams met, Raah Upanga were comfortable winners on that day. Zafar Khan on that day scoring 87 in 56, however, falling short of the target.
Well, that game, Zafar Khan was going against everyone. If he had one support on the other end, he would have chased that game. bad couple of seasons for Ivan throughout. Even the previous season, I think he was underperforming. Even this season, he's been underperforming. On the other hand, Moody has been outstanding to watch. He's been a whole different class.
No, indeed, Ivan has always been a dangerous player. And as I said earlier, form is temporary, class is permanent. Today, however, he would have wanted to have played a better, more crucial innings. Because as we said earlier, it's make it or break it for both teams today. This is their last chance. And even if you win today, you're not granted a position in the final. You have to play Aurobindo AKSE, who will come out guns blazing tomorrow, because today we can see the disappointment on their faces. Tonight, that disappointment will turn into aggression.
Whatever it feels to be Aurobindo AKC right now, I mean, from wherever they were at the game to bring it down to 3 of 3 and losing 2 wickets and losing the game from your hands. I think more than Alliance Caravans winning that game, I would say, is Aurobindo AKC losing that game.
No, absolutely. I mean, speaking during the game, we did mention about how Alliance Caravans were about 10 runs short or below par. And it turned out that way itself, because Aurobindo AKSE comfortably were chasing down at one point. But again, fortune favors the bold, and Akhil Anil was bold enough to dive for that catch and dismiss Harshid, which I think was the reason why Aurobindo AKSE fell short.
That is exactly why they say catches win you matches.
Absolutely.
What a
Short.
shot over covers, 1 bounce for 4.
There was no stopping that one. Of course, a change of pitch as well for this game. So what do you take from this pitch? What do you expect?
I think on this pitch is what they played the first game, where Gymkhana scored 190 odd runs. So I think there is nothing wrong with the pitch. If anything, Haraab Motors Park Stars lose Moody right there.
And Ajay Yadav getting to 16 wickets in this tournament.
Well, if Haraab Motors Park Stars keep losing wickets at this rate, then no matter how good the pitch is, they won't go up to 190. They need someone to stay with Zafar Khan, who will play with him. And we all have been waiting to watch Mansoor Ahmed. It'll be good to watch.
Indeed, that's what I was saying. The quick wickets dropping means Mansoor Ahmed can come earlier, but you don't want all the pressure on him.
It's lovely to see bowlers taking wickets, but please don't get him out. Let him hit a few sixes and then we can get him out.
Let us entertain him. Let him entertain us a bit. And I think that's Mohammad Adil coming in.
Some say he is the brain of Haraab Motors Park Stars. So let's see how true it is today.
And you're able to see the change in form, the change in attitude as well. With Haraab Motors Park Stars playing throughout this tournament as well. I think a lot more sensible, a lot more calculated, and a lot more strategic. And Mohammad Adil, he's an exceptional player. I love watching him play. He's got all the shots in his books. And just amazing to watch players when they connect the ball so well.
But what a tournament is Ajay Yadav having. He's been a silent killer. He is not making too much noise, but he's just doing what he does best. Comes, bowls in the power play very confidently. Just 2 fielders outside. Does the trick for Raah Upanga.
No, Ajay Yadav, of course, another experienced seasoned player, a foreign recruit coming in for this tournament. Exceptional player. I think he's got massive quality as well, and we've seen him do that not only in this tournament, but also in the other tournaments that we've been having. So he's not new to the country. He's not new to the game, and he oozes class. Zafar Khan, this tournament has been very good for him, playing exceptionally well. He did have a brief period where he seemed to have sort of lost his touch, but proving all the naysayers wrong with how well he has led this team in this tournament thus far.
I think Zafar Khan has always been a good batsman. It's just the lack of support he never finds on the other side of the pitch is why his contributions are not seen. So I think now the amount of contribution or the new additions that have come to the side is making Zafar Khan also look good as well.
Oh, what a shot!
What a pickup from the leg by Mohammad Adil, and that goes
He
down
just
to
flicked
square
it,
leg.
and the
Flicked it
connection
for a
was
six.
beautiful. And it sounded beautiful as well. Good idea there by Sanjay Bomb.
Sensible cricket there. You take six, you hit a six, get off strike, take a single. It's what it's nice to watch. Rather than going again and again.
And 10 runs coming so far in this over as well, with one ball left to go. That's big, but will land safe. Three fielders running behind it, but will run away to the fence.
At the end of 5 overs, Haraab Motor success 35 for 2. Terminal 3, Zafar Khan playing on 8 and Mohammad Adil playing on 8.
35 for 2 with 1 over left to go in the power play. How do you see it?
Well, I think so far in the tournament, Mohammad Omari has always given a good start to Haraab Motor Spark Stars. So with him going out cheaply today, there's big responsibilities on Zafar Khan and Mohammad Adil. But at the same time, I wouldn't say the power play has gone to Raah
Either
Upanga.
side at this
Either
point.
side, it looks pretty even. Still one more over to go, right?
No, Raah Upanga Club versus Haraab Motor Spark Stars. This is a match for the neutrals. Big shout, big shout. The umpire says no. And that one, the umpire not interested. Seemed like it would go down off.
batsman misses it, the keeper misses it. Wide and a run.
Whoa! And Zafar Khan has to depart. I was just about to say Sanjay Bomb is an exceptional talent with the ball, and he's proven it there.
I think Zafar Khan didn't expect the ball to stay that low.
That low,
or,
exactly. No, he seemed very confused with that.
it didn't reach to his bat, is what he was saying to Muhammad Adil.
It's 36 for 3 with 2 balls left to go in this power play. Hassan Raza is the next man on. Haraab Motors Park Stars would definitely be disappointed with this wicket. And now we have the last ball of the power play. Well struck, but safely into the hands of Pafford. With that, the power play comes to a close. Haraab Motors Park Stars have scored 37 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. The skipper Suri Rajendra there. Very good fielding. Comfortably picking up another single. Hits it down to long on and gets another. One more run to the total. And 5 wides. Missing the bat. Missed the keeper. And runs away to the fence. 8 runs coming off of this over. It was a very, very good over, barring this delivery. And now to finish up the 7th over. Oh, that direct hit and he was gone. Muhammad Adil would be thanking his stars, thanking his fortunes. And 7 overs done. Haraab Motors Park Stars have 45 for the loss of 3 wickets. Coming down the ground, getting it to long off, comfortably settling for that single. Sanjay Baum once again, very disciplined bowling, only 4 runs so far, the last ball of the over. One more run to the total, and that's the end of the 8th over. Haraab Motors Park Stars 50 for 3. So Suriran Jendra is back to bowl his second over of the spell. Facing him, Hassan Raza. Very good running there. Picks up the single. Brings on Mohammad Adil to the strike. That's another single. Smartly rotating the strike. And if the last match is anything to go by, team should be focused on having a solid partnership at this point in time, which seems to be the idea for Haraab Motors Park Stars as well. That one races away. Well played through the gully area. That's 4 more runs for the total. Haraab Motors Park Stars 58 for 3 after the end of the 9th over. Hassan Raza and Muhammad Adil both going strong. And we have the new bowler, Qayyum Muhammad. Starting off with the dot. A lot of similarities between the power plays that we've had so far and the first 10 overs as well. So I was just saying about how we should be looking at having a solid partnership here.
I think even the last game we saw when wickets fell early, they saved Mansoor Ahmed by bringing in Hassanat. But I hope it clicks for them today because although it's only been 10 overs, but they've only scored 59 runs. And this is a whole different pitch they're playing on. This is a lot better pitch than what we saw in the previous game.
No, absolutely. And that wicket of Zafar Khan, of course, throwing a spanner in the works for Haraab Motors Park Stars. I'm sure they would have wanted to be a bit faster with the scoring. However, that wicket meant that they had to change their strategy slightly. And we are truly blessed as we head into the Pepsi strategic timeout. We have been graced by the Honorable Vice Chairman of Tanzania Cricket Association, my dear friend Ashish Nagevadia. It was a very big challenge trying to get him here, but Ashish, you're finally here. It's always a pleasure to come into matches with you. So I was looking forward to this. Been good. Never been better.
Thank you for the weighted words, but yeah, always a pleasure coming to this ground and seeing the crowd that we have today. You didn't see me because my team lost against Caravans, Alliance Caravans that is. So we were just dissecting what happened. But yeah, how's the tournament been so far? I've not been able to attend much of it this year due to work. But yeah, it's nice to see the crowd. But how has it been from the organizers?
No, I think with regards to this year, I think the quality of the teams that we have seen, especially the top 4 teams, they've been equal to each other, and I think the first qualifier showcased exactly that. Aurobindo AKC would feel very hard done by that result. I think the game was in the bag for them. That wicket of Harshid, like catch by Akhil, really changing things there, and we could see that disappointment in the faces of the Aurobindo AKC players, which I was telling Gokul earlier as well, that will change into frustration and then aggression tomorrow, and they'll come back and definitely try to have a second crack at it and get to the finals. And if they reach the finals, then I think they would be the favorites, because they would be prepared for Caravans. I think 2 defeats so far. First one, of course, was very much in favor of Caravans. This one was tight. So third one, I wouldn't put my money on either team there.
Third time lucky. That's what a lot of us United fans keep on saying these days. But no, it's a game, right? I think it's an experience. The beauty is you've got so many youngsters now playing with semi-professional players, and all these 1-1, 2-2 run losses really make a big impact for you. And it's important how the leadership team comes back and motivates them. We got Sanjay Baum back into the attack. He's having a great tournament for Upanga.
And dismissing the big hitter Zafar Khan, the top scorer for Haraab Motors Park Stars in that final over of the power play as well. Sanjay is someone who oozes class, and is always fun to watch. And as you rightly said, this tournament has been exceptional because of the amount of foreign talent we have. 21 players across 7 teams. Even though we had 8, we had 1 team without any foreign players. So that itself shows you, that shows how the other players of Tanzania get an opportunity to play against these semi-professionals who have played at higher levels, which will also help improve the standard of the game.
Has this been a record of some sort? I mean, I know every year teams were bringing, but
no, this is indeed the highest number, because we always used to have maybe 7 players, 10 players maximum. You'd have teams bringing 2, 3 foreigners, but this year is the first time we've had 7 out of 8 teams bring in foreign players, and I think we can see that as well.
Yeah, no, it's good for the tournament, good for your sponsors. Everyone who's come together. You can see all the names here. S is Flashnet, Haraab, Park Mobile, who's been with you for a long time. Petrofuel obviously has been, I think, is synonymous to the name of Caravans.
Caravans, absolutely.
Alliance, Pepsi. It's good to see all these names. Obviously, I think this is again the first time going live on TV for the game.
Yes.
So it's good to see the Caravans committee coming up with new things, making it, bringing it closer to the fans.
Indeed.
And, raising the bar year on year.
Absolutely. I mean, even the ground, it looks absolutely beautiful with all the hoardings that we have around. Very colorful, very bright. And I think the quality of the matches have really helped. You could have, good decoration, but if the matches are all one-sided, that wouldn't be fun. But we've been having tight contests, everything going down to the wire. And, of course, as the association as well, you'd be looking at this, seeing how it gives an opportunity to the players as well. So what's your take as the representative of the association?
No, look, one thing we've seen is a number of our senior players have got a lot of chance to play. I would have loved to say the same about the under-19s, but look, they are growing in the game as well. So they've not been able to get much chance, but they're around such kind of semi-professional players. So they see the players go through the routine. So it really helps the under-19 boys. Primarily, I think in terms of performance, you can see, players like Amal, who's leading the runs. Amal's been needing that kind of tournament for a while now. We have the World Cup qualifiers up on us in Zimbabwe, so we need the players in form, and I think Caravans is just at the right time, so that they are fresh into T20. They've played the league format, which is something that's always useful, and we've seen some good performances coming through, because they are training Monday to Thursday, and then they are playing Saturday, Sunday. So that's exactly what we want as association. The players are exposed to as much game time as possible. There's a drop over there.
A tough one. Would have been exceptional if he had taken it. And yes, that's absolutely true what you're saying. I think consistency, players constantly playing, especially here when we know that most, majority of the players are occupied with their day job. So finding time for this is always a concern. But yes, what you mentioned about the under 19 as well, getting an opportunity should be something that we look at. We need more tournaments that give an opportunity or focus primarily on the under 19. We're speaking earlier during the qualifier match about the massive success the under 19 team has had qualifying for the World Cup. I think the first time in history as well. So kudos on that achievement to the entire association and the team.
I think the closest we can say we got a World Cup was East Africa team that went to the World Cup, I think 79. But yeah, as a nation, that was a big moment for us. A lot of people say it's under 19, but ultimately is the boys who have now forged the next generation to be inspired. They had disappointments, I think, back in 2019, 2023, but then this time they made it count. And a very composed team. If you see the under 19 boys, they've been together for a long time, so the team is quite well gelled. And Imran had just been with the team. The coach had just been with the team. I think 2 weeks before they went. So yeah, it was a big achievement for us. I think every club played its role because each of those under 19 players have been playing for club cricket. So it's worked together. The association, the clubs are all working together. And all have started seeing the bigger picture. It's no longer about my club and it's about our cricket. And that's something that we want to ensure that in the next few years it becomes more inclusive. I can say it here as well. The coach has asked me that he eventually wants to meet with the main teams just to share his vision of each player so that the clubs understand what the association wants from a particular player and see how we can all work together. And that's the only way we can grow cricket in an associate world where it's difficult to get game time and time again.
No, that really helps me transition into the next question. That was regarding the association and the clubs. How do you see the clubs? What do you expect the clubs to do to contribute further towards improving the national team? As you rightly said, the clubs have a massive contribution in the development and the resurgence of cricket in the country. And of course, with a structured organization coming in, you would expect more club level cricket to keep this consistent game time for the players as well whenever they're not gone for their national representation or their duties. So how do you see this relationship between the clubs and the association being formed?
I think it's, the relationship had formed a long back. Those who know me, I've obviously been part of DC, so I knew a lot of clubs before I took the role. So that transition was quite easy. And what we've tried to do is just communicate to everyone. The clubs know what we want from players. Clubs understand what the players are getting. The overall picture is very clear. The domestic cricket committee that's running cricket is aware of the calendars. We try and share our calendars as early as we can so that everyone is aware of what's coming through. A few years ago I was not able, we didn't know. But today I can tell you, 23rd August we're going for a high performance camp. We come back in 10 days, we go to Zim. We come back, the women are traveling. Men start preparing for the under 19. So that's
a beautiful shot. And Mohammad Adil has been exceptional. I think watching him bat is very pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, this is the talent that we see in T20. But yeah, coming back to my thing is that we've tried to be transparent with each team. We are approachable, and I think we are all starting to move in a singular direction. You do tend to get times where there's not much cricket going on and things kind of drift off. But as soon as a big tournament like this comes on, everyone kind of aligns to the bigger picture. And with the T20 shot, the T20 World Cup spot in the shot we have in Zimbabwe, the confidence is high, right? The setup in the team is looking good. We have a good mix of youth and new players as well. So we're in a very nice situation right now as a country. I'm not talking as an association or a club, but as a country, to love the game that we love the most, to love it even more, and probably come Zim, we can have a good tournament, two teams qualify for the World Cup. We need to get to the finals. And who knows, we'll be in Sri Lanka or India next year.
No, it would be a momentous occasion. It would be a landmark achievement, not only for the team but for the nation as a whole. Of course, you having been part of club cricket or the regulatory body of the club cricket, now the national body as well. You know the history. You know the history. You've seen what has happened. A big challenge was, of course, the availability of grounds, which still is the case. Of course, we are aware that new grounds are being constructed at the University of Dar es Salaam, which will, of course, it won't be a quick fix. We still need more grounds to ensure that there's a lot more games, but it's a lot better than what we have now. But again, my question to you is, what is the association's plan with regards to getting this game or making the common man aware about cricket? Because there's a misconception that cricket is a game played by the Asian community only.
No, that was the point, but in the last few tournaments that we've had, which we hosted here, we won in Nigeria. National Sports Council has been seeing what we're doing, so there's a lot of attention in terms of what we've done. And if you go to see for the first time, the Young Athlete of the Year came from cricket, right? And in that, not only was it Laksh, but there were other players part of it, and also for the women's side, where our women player nominated. So National Sports Council is realizing that cricket is a wider game. They were there for the opening ceremony, closing ceremony, and they saw the number of local players playing. Now, what needs to be done, or what we are going to do, is we've got 10 academies being built right now. We've got in Azania and Kawe ready to go. So we're going to have a total of 10 academies that's going to bring in 50 kids to come and play. They're going to have 50 kids in the academy playing, and that's basically giving me 500 players. So that builds the pipeline, and these are all going to be young kids who are going to come. The association is going to give them shoes, their uniform, and a bag, so that TCA now starts being seen. When you go, you'll have a TCA bag, TCA books. We're going to support them with educational items, and you'll start seeing parents saying, "Oh, there's something about cricket. We should send our kids." And eventually, who knows? You know what? We'll have a crop of players. I think we need to come back to the game. Perfroid has been all over the place.
All over the place, indeed. 16 runs so far in this over, and he's only bowled 4 legal deliveries, and this is the 5th one. So, an over for him to forget.
This is what you enjoy from the batsman who was there. He was just waiting for his moment. Mohammad Adil, who's had a fantastic tournament so far. But yeah, again, coming back to that, so the academy is where we see the future, where we feel that we'll be able to tap into new talent, and we've just embarked on that journey. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, but next 2-3 years we'll start seeing new talent coming through. And plus, it's men and women.
Exactly.
We're trying to get both the genders equally benefiting from the game.
And the women's team has been playing exceptionally well. They've always been overachieving, I should say, and that makes it easier for you, because when we have the women's side doing so well, it also gives us more support and more exposure from all corners. How far does media play a role in trying to promote cricket across? Because I say this because the final, or not all of it, but part of the final will be covered by Azam TV Live as well, which we see as a big achievement, especially because the Chan is going on right now. So in between that, getting a slot itself is a big achievement. But how far does the association see the involvement of media in trying to make cricket a more well-known sport?
The association always wanted media to give us the attention that we wanted. This was actually achieved by the under-19 boys. As soon as we qualified for the World Cup, I personally can assure you, I had 6 or 7 media houses call, asking, okay, what are we going to do? When are they coming? They were really interested to see. But we have also had influencers who called us, who wanted to speak to the young kids. So you see, as soon as the flag is known internationally, people will want to associate with the game. You've been part of domestic cricket, and there was a time we were not able to get 50 people on the ground. But now you can see more and more 100, 120, 200 people coming to the ground, and
Well fielded there by Maker Mukesh once again.
so the media attention is coming through. Azam is also noticing that cricket is big, and when such big houses start taking notice, it's only a time where you'll start seeing more and more games being live telecasted. Or I have a dream one day that our domestic 50 overs should be telecasted live.
Absolutely.
And we should be able to take a tournament of this nature international, because what is left over here? We've done everything. You've got international players coming here. Maybe what's left is bringing in a team from another country to, bring your guest team to come and play. So, because at the level that we are hosting these things, there's nothing short of international standard over here.
No, absolutely. I fully agree with you. I do believe that the next step is, of course, media covering this a lot more, having our domestic cricket, telecasted live. At least that way people know a bit more about cricket. The achievements, of course, really helps. It lets the common man know about it. And finally, I just have one more question for you. If you could tell us a bit more about the grounds that are under construction at UDSM, when you intend to have it open, and what type of grounds these are.
So we've got obviously one ground that's existing and the two new grounds. One of them is going to be international standard ground, with the central pavilion taking care of all the three grounds. The work has already started. The first phase and that's in the safest hands of Jatin Darji.
Hassan Raza has to depart, and that means Manzoor Ahmed is coming on. Everyone's been waiting to watch him play.
So yeah, work has started by SM Construction, who is supporting us over there, and the leveling is going on. We foresee the grounds being ready, at least one of them being ready by January, and we are hopeful that by April next year both the grounds should be up and running. And as we chase to host the World Challenge League in August, quite sure that those three grounds are going to be ready, hosting 50 overs next year.
So do you intend to use all these grounds for domestic cricket, or you will have one used exclusively for international cricket?
No, so we'll probably keep the international standard ones for key such games, when you have large tournaments and stuff, because obviously the pitch will have to be taken care of. But end of the day, we don't have many grounds in DAS, so TCA understands that we will have to support as well. And having our own grounds can be easier in terms of the financial burden the teams do face when we are renting out grounds for such tournaments. I've actually got a message from a well-wisher who said, enough of you and Adi talking about cricket, please talk about the game.
No, yeah, we did deviate off topic. 14.2 overs done, 101 for 4. It's been a while since we sat down as well, so maybe this is a chance for us to connect.
Absolutely. As it stands right now, Mohammad Omari and Ivan going, in fact the top three, Mohammad Omari, Ivan Ismail and Zafar Khan going cheaply for 7, 7 and 8 respectively. But then Mohammad Adil, who scored beautifully at 36 of 29, Hassan Raza, who played a supporting role, and now we've got Manzoor Ahmed, who I believe is the one who took them over in the last game against Aces, if I'm not mistaken.
A huge portion of the fans have come here to watch Manzoor Ahmed play. I've had people come here first time in the tournament exclusively for this purpose. They said they want to see Manzoor play. So when Zafar's wicket was gone as well, they were expecting him to come on.
You can actually look at the body structure. He looks a very destructive batsman.
That one's up in the air.
Be
Land safely.
Not reaching. These are the thin moments in a game that can change things. Roshan not judging that catch properly and dropping. Sanjay is obviously having a great day out today. I believe he has played in Punjab Kings, or he's been around
Exactly.
the Punjab Kings setup.
He's played with Punjab Kings, and Karthik has played with the Rajasthan Royals camp as well. So I mean that really shows how cricket in Tanzania is improving as well when we've got players coming this way. And a big, we have to appreciate the clubs, who are bearing this expense, bringing these players in, and giving an opportunity to the others to play against top professionals as well.
Certainly. If you go to see one thing with Park Stars, when it really matters, they can really turn it on. And if these two batsmen stick on till the 20th over, we are quite sure we'll be seeing scores beyond 150. As you said, Mansoor has made a name for himself, and what the crowd loves when your own team is not playing is sixes and fours.
No, absolutely.
How was the league format? How did the league format go for this tournament?
It was quite well actually. When you look at the top four teams, and it was so tight because you had Alliance Caravans and Aurobindo AKSC both finishing on 12 points, just losing that one game. The net run rate was what differentiated them. And Park Stars, Haraab Motors, Park Stars and Raah Upanga Club, again 10 points. Net run rate being the difference there as well. That shows how much the quality was, what the quality was of these teams. Of course, thereafter we had aces who would feel, hard done by the results. It did not swing in their favor towards the end, especially that match between Haraab Motors, Park Stars and Flashnet Aces. And of course, the two promoted sides, Gymkhana and Juzu Patel Samaj, who played their final group stage game today, with Gymkhana getting that victory, which made sure that they had at least consolation prize.
Yes, Gymkhana actually almost had Park Stars in their pocket in the league games. A beautiful fielding again by their captain Raji, who's actually been the heartbeat of Upanga for a while now and leading the team to the 50 overs victory, and I was there when they won the Caravans Cup as well. So Upanga having a very experienced side. And I think it's a well-balanced game between two good teams of T20.
No, and the resurgence of Upanga Club is something that definitely needs to be studied. I think they have been at the absolute top of the club cricket for the past couple of years. When you look at this team itself, it's a very well-balanced unit. They've got good batsmen, very good bowlers, and they're exceptional in the field as well.
Mansoor having to pull out due to some crowd movement behind the screen. Sloppy fielding from Sanjay Baum there.
Just when I was talking about Raah Upanga Club being a good fielding unit, so the commentator's curse there.
Mohamed Adil, 7 runs closer to his 50. And much deserved if he can get there.
No, absolutely. I think these two foreign talents have really brought a level-headedness in the Haraab Motors Parkside team. If you look at how they've played throughout this tournament as well, usually you used to have a hit-out, get-out attitude, which has completely changed. And Haraab Motors, in their own right, are favourites for the title as well.
Correct. If they do show up and they play to their potential, their game plan, they definitely a team that can beat any of the top 3 teams ahead of them. And obviously, they do have existing national team players in their setup, so it is a well-experienced team working together.
Indeed. 4 overs left to go in this first innings. Haraab Motors Park Stars 113 for the loss of 4 wickets.
A good ball by Ajay Yadav. Ajay Yadav has been quite consistent throughout the tournament.
Third highest wicket taker.
Third highest. And we got 2 spinners in the top 3.
Exactly. With Ramesh Alluri being the odd one out.
I believe he's sandwiched between the 2 spinners. Karthik obviously bowling really well and taking the purple cap away today from Ramesh. But Ramesh has a chance to get, if I'm not mistaken, they're level at the moment. Oh no, he's slightly high.
One down.
Different,
One down.
yes. That's a very gutsy bowler
Yeah, exactly.
to put his hand, and Mansoor just petting him. Mansoor petting him for that effort. Hopefully Ajay is okay. He's looking at his finger right now.
The camaraderie between the players in this tournament is something that's exceptional. You have all these professionals that are playing, motivating opponents as well, the youngsters as well. So the opportunity that the people get, and through these kind of tournaments is immense for their own capacity building as well.
I think that's one of the reasons you've not had the Fair Play Award, because you'll have to give all 8 teams the Fair Play Award.
Exactly. How are you gonna decide that? That would be another controversy.
I think cricketing community is very close and closely knit in Dar es Salaam, with everyone pretty much knowing each other and each other's families as well. And this is what makes cricket such a united sport, where we all know each other, we all respect each other, and we have the competitiveness is just left. What a shot
That
there
is
by
exactly
Mansoor.
what people were here to watch.
Shot ball by Ajay, and that has been punished.
No, as you rightly said, Ashish, cricket was a very small, tight-knit community here. We had 6, 7 clubs. And today, we have about 42 teams, imagine. So that sort of puts into perspective the pressures that the association and the local body also goes through trying to accommodate these teams, because everyone wants to play.
That's correct. And to make it more inclusive, the association obviously has been paying all the fees for the last 2 years. It's been zero cost to the players to play these games. Just understanding that a lot of these teams are run by individuals out of passion. If that was hit, that was going to be staying hit. But everyone paying from their own pocket, so it's always good to give back where we can support. And I think equally the teams have been very appreciative of the work that has been put in. Ajay Yadav doing what he does the best.
So the danger man has to depart. And how crucial is this wicket?
It does open up. It does open up the lineup. Although the next batsman coming in, a local national team player, Zamo Jebeneke, who's known for some big hits and running between the wickets. I believe it's now imperative that Mohammad Adil stays there till the end. I've been part of Gymkhana Cricket Club, so I know this pitches pretty well. Anything over 150 on this is going to be very competitive and give a fair chance to Rockstars to win this wicket. So they would definitely need to cross that 150 to ensure that it's they have a fighting chance at it. Purely because Upanga has some really good batsmen in the top 6.
Oh, they have great depth in batting as well. So yes, it's absolutely true. Anything above the 155, 160 mark, and you can feel comfortably.
Trying to dissect the two, Sanjay Baum. I don't think there's anyone who's going to risk a second run from those arms.
And that wicket of Manzoor Ahmed taken by Ajay Yadav, how crucial will that be in the grand scheme of things? 3 overs left to go in this over. He would have, upped the gear by now. And now they have to start all over again.
Yeah, because obviously his experience and his power would have been very important. Zamo making his His action's very clear. He's not going to hang around for singles. Going a bit early on that ball. If he was slightly or timed it better, that was definitely going for a 6. I think it's time to again thank our sponsors, Unique, Suhara, Ras Logistics, Colorflex, Yuzu, KX Intech, Pepsi, Alliance Insurance, Petrofuel, Park Mobile, Haraab Motors, Fleshnet, Asas, Raah, Urbindo,
Automark
Automark,
and Newland.
who actually majority of these have been repeat
Yes.
supporters of Caravans. So certainly the sponsors seeing value in working with the Caravans committee year on year for these tournaments.
No, absolutely, Ashish. I mean, hosting a tournament, you know it as well as I do. You've done this yourself during your time at Gymkhana. So you know how expensive it gets. It would never be possible for clubs to do it themselves without these sponsors. Fortunately for Caravans, the sponsors have been happy with the output we've been giving. And seeing, the tournament grow every year has sort of had that commitment from their side as well, just how much we are committed towards them, saying, we want to be part of the emergence of cricket in Tanzania.
It's good. It's good when corporate houses come together in sports. Raji bowling to Adil. Adil coming down, and Raji is a very smart bowler in domestic cricket. Raji using all his experience in there. So 2 overs left, 126 for 5. Adil sitting on 46 of 39 balls. Zamo on 2 of 3. Ramesh coming back into the attack. Ramesh has been exceptional throughout the tournament.
Do you see Haraab Motors Park Stars crossing the 150 mark?
I think if they can really, one of them can go at this over, then they should be able to cross 25 runs of 12 balls. It's very likely. What will be the odds of both the games finishing at 151 in the first innings?
There have been a lot of parallels. The power plays have been very similar, so I wouldn't put it past them. And that shows you how equally matched these teams are. A change of pitch as well, yet the outcome's pretty much similar. Talking about pitches, so many teams playing year-round. These pitches, they will have wear and tear. It's not like football where you just need a ground. As the association, I'm sure you spend significant amount of time and money in ensuring that the pitches are maintained to a minimum standard. So if you could just elaborate a bit on that.
So last year when we had the 2 tournaments, we requested the National Cricket Academy in India to send us curators who were here for a prolonged period of time. They both came, spent a total time of about 3 months between them. And all our groundsmen were, that's a beautiful shot, but looks like Adil, reaching to his 50, has injured his shoulder. As soon as he hit that shot, he threw the bat, and he does not look comfortable at all.
Well, we'll have the paramedic rush onto the ground. There she is. Does not look good for him.
It's never good when you see a player in that state. Looks very discomfortable. And the way he was holding his hand, hopefully it's nothing serious.
He seems to be in a whole lot of pain. Let's just hope this injury doesn't affect his chances of playing in this tournament any further, because he's been very pleasing on the eye. So what a way to reach a half century as well.
He's only been dealing in sixes over the years, not scored any boundary. It's 4 sixes. So half of his runs have actually come from sixes. Again,
So with this enforced break, we'd like to bring your attention to the blood donation drive that Caravans Cricket Club will be having on the final day, which is Sunday the 10th, at the Dar es Salaam Gymkhana Club in partnership with Lions Club International, Sky and Host. Also, we'd like to take this opportunity to inform you about the Caravans Green Initiative aimed at environmental sustainability, whereby Caravans will be planting a tree per boundary and 20 trees for each individual milestone, such as century, hat-trick or a 5-wicket haul.
How many trees have been planted in total?
So far it has reached 881. So we are hoping that we can plant an even 1,000. We've already gotten 1,500 saplings. So regardless of we reach that target or not, we're going to plant 1,500 saplings.
That's actually a very good initiative. It's our partake to the nature that we take so much for granted. But that's well done to the Caravans Committee for coming out with such an initiative and ensuring that our world keeps on getting greener.
Absolutely. I mean, the importance of trees and greenery, you would know when you look at the foregrounds that we have in Dar es Salaam alone. The picturesque nature of Gymkhana and the comfort you have while watching here surrounded by these amazing trees, you do not get anywhere else. And I think that's the main reason why Gymkhana is the main ground. And with that, the Gymkhana outfield has helped with a quick racing boundary.
Adil turning on.
Pain? What pain? Says Mohammad Adil.
Absolutely. This is amazing what sports brings out in players. You can see he is still struggling with that injury, but he's there for the team. Shows how much you love the game and what you put your body through when you love it.
Absolutely. Shows good character there. And
Again,
a misfield.
Floppy but not going for the run. Adil feeling that he's got Ramesh in his range.
And I have to ask you, how difficult was it to console Harshid after that defeat? He seemed destroyed. I mean, he at one point was running away with the game, would be blaming himself. Really unfair that he does it because it's very unfortunate. No one expected, Akhil to turn into Superman and take the catch. But how was it? How difficult was it? And how motivated is he now for the match tomorrow?
I've got to keep all my emotions aside over here. No, but you know what? Catches win you matches. Akhil turning that catch into his own over there. No, but look, cricket is all about a learning curve. Harshid could have opted for a different shot. He backed his ability to go for that shot. This time it didn't work out. But this is what we talk in the team, that look, you need to back yourself, you need to trust yourself. There'll be days when things will not turn out. Knowing the Aga Khan DNA, trust me, it's going to be a team that's going to be difficult to beat tomorrow.
No, absolutely. I mean, as you rightly said, when it was 2 overs left to go, 25 runs required, and Harshid on the crease, I was sitting with Gokul, and we were quite confident saying that if anyone can hit 25 in 2, it's Harshid. He's well known for that. Unfortunately for him, today just wasn't his day. There was a lot of luck on Caravan side, a lot of misfield, and yet still staying in the balance. But yeah, how you pick yourself up after, falling is what defines your character. And with that, the last over of the game, of the first innings, Haraab Motors Park Stars have 139 runs on the board for the loss of 5 wickets. Starting off with a dot ball.
A very good ball from Ajay over there, keeping it very far from Zamo, who just wanted to swing the bat.
Also, not only do we have foreign players in this tournament, we have a foreign umpire, Rajesh Pillai, with his showing his absolute commitment. Again, something we were speaking about earlier during the qualifier. Flew down all the way from UK yesterday just to stay here for 3 days until the finals completed on Sunday, and then heading back. If that's not commitment towards the game, I don't know what is.
And trust me, these are the players who run, the people who run the game for us. It's not the easiest job. I think the easiest job is to hit the ball and fill the ball. Well done
switch
by
it.
Adil over there.
There's no problem with that shoulder. Even if there is, it doesn't make a difference to him.
He's just going to have a couple of injections. I think he's going to be playing for his team. Getting ever closer to the 150 mark, 144 over here. Rajesh Pillai reached out to us last year, and I think he did the games last year. So really nice to have international umpires coming, wanting to be part of the Caravans. Straight into Sanjay's hands, not going to look for a second over there.
Especially with that arm and that throw, you wouldn't want to risk it.
It's quite evenly matched against what we had in the previous game, 145. And that's easy takings for Omari. Coming in now.
And just to face the last ball of the first innings.
Looks like Mohammad Ali, the left arm spinner, coming in to play that one ball. Whatever they get from here, they've certainly set up a good total.
Oh, absolutely.
And
And the purple cap, there you have it.
We've got a change again.
So Karthik was able to hold on to that cap for what? One innings?
20,
Hardly an
20,
inning?
20 overs.
I think that
he's been
shows the
exchanging that
quality.
for a long time.
That shows the quality of the players in the country as well, in part of this tournament. And unbelievable, isn't it? Up in
That's
the
gonna
air.
be safe. Ajay coming himself, going for the second run.
And that's it. It's 147 runs at the end of 20 overs for the loss of 6 wickets. 148 to win. Ashish, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you,
I
Ali.
hope you'll join me again for the commentary in the final.
Yes,
I look
I'll
forward
be
to
here.
that.
I'll
And
definitely be here.
enjoy the
Hopefully
rest of
Aga
the
Khan's in the final for that.
I would really love Aga Khan and Caravans final, yeah, for all time's sake. But may the best team make it to the final.
Adi,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
No, it's been an
And,
absolute
wishing
pleasure.
Caravans a great last 2 days of the tournament.
Thank you so much. We'll have a different commentary panel with you for the second innings. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for the chase by Raah Upanga Club. Thank you so much. How was your meeting?
Check, check.
Yes, two things you have to just help us. One is our this Green Earth initiative where we plant all the trees and all. Another thing is like the blood donation, which is going to happen tomorrow. So these two in between it will come. So you have to just say in between whenever possible. The rest will go in the promotion.
Mic check.
Oh, this is the latest, now the stats and everything. Like whatever that is, that's the latest stat. And then the next, now Ajay Yadav is the purple cap holder. Now he got 3 wickets. Okay. Is he given the purple cap? So most whenever the part of Punjab Kings in IPL. They told me to add it in the water use. We just say it in the beginning. I also saw Manchurian was Pakistan. It's part of IPL. Because 3 of 3, you guys have no brain. Whatever the case. Bro. Then even I can say 3 of 3, we won the game from there. You guys have don't have brain 3 of 3 function. Stupid or what? Hit it down and run through. 148.
What an amazing start to the first eliminator. First ball, first wicket. A great start for Pak Stars in the context of the game. Upanga chasing 148 runs. Lose their first wicket in the first ball of the innings. It's a do or die. Win or go home cricket. .148 runs between Upanga and survival in this tournament. Anything less and it's curtains for their campaign. Haraab Motors have runs in the board. The bowlers are fired up. There we go, second ball. Tucked away leg side for a single.
That takes Qayyum Mohammed out of the mark. And first runs for Upanga. I think they'll be delighted for that wicket. It's a good start for Pak Stars. And on comes Hassan Raza to Vikram Rathore.
Off the mark goes Vikram Rathore. It's been one of the men in form as well for Upanga, especially in the power play. Upanga need to have a good power play. We've seen it happen in the past. It's wide called by the umpire, all the way from UK, Mr. Rajesh.
I think last time when these both teams encountered each other, Pak Stars had the last laugh, and what a stage to have the both teams again fight against each other in the eliminator. Oh, that's well played by Kayum, just guiding it to third man. What Upanga need is just these two to stick around, get as many runs as possible in the power play, and make it easier for the batsman coming behind.
Yeah, yes, definitely. They should get through the power play. These two batsmen have 40-45 runs, max 50 runs on the board by the end of the first 6 overs without losing any more wickets from here. I think it then would become easier for the rest of the batsmen to come.
Ball going down leg.
Another wide called.
Yes, Vikram Rathore just trying to get some bat involved in it, but just missing it.
Yeah, fine leg is in the 30 yards. Even a fine tickle would have ensured Upanga would have got another boundary.
Was well fielded by Murli. I think Pak Stars are in it for a fight. They've come up with a mind that we're not just gonna give the game easily. They're trying to defend. They're trying to stop every run they can.
Yeah, they have a good score on board. We saw the first game, the second game today. Caravans scoring 152, and what a thriller we had. They won by 1 run. So we saw that the score is a decent score. They can put up a good fight. And that's in the gap. What a shot by Vikram Rathore. The ball is racing away to the boundary for 4. First boundary of the innings, and for Vikram.
Well, that's a definite touch for a man in form. He's always been there at the start, taking Upanga.
As you can see
to
there
a
in the
flying
replay.
Start, and he's on a mission.
Great end to the first over, and Upanga are 9 for 1. New bowler for Pak Stars is Mudassar. Has been a wicket taker for Pak Stars in the tournament, especially in the power play. Upanga also have a very deep batting lineup. Nicely tucked away to the square leg boundary. The batsman wants 2, but a good call in the end by Vikram Rathore to deny him the second run. They'll settle for a single there. Has a good arm, Manzoor.
I think they're trying to avoid all the risky runs. They want to take it simple. Just get those runs, get this touch. So they know the runs will keep flowing.
What a shot that.
That's a great ball, but what a beautiful shot and an amazing effort by Mansoor. He's here to keep everything on the field.
What a stop that was. The ball is racing away to the fence, and Mansoor did so well to keep it back in. There was some class level of fielding by Mansoor.
I think as a captain, this is a dedication you'd want to have in the team. You'd want to have the players. Mansoor.
That's cut away well in the gap. Murli tried to stop it but could not do that. The ball races away for another boundary. But for the first boundary for Qayyum Muhammad in the innings.
Seems like Qayyum wants to have some fun as well.
Yeah, ball was short outside off, gave some room, and Qayyum cuts it well in the gap for 4.
Things are looking well for Upanga.
So we will arrange the cable. I already told them we will buy it. Because on the 100-meter cable they will buy it. So you come and fix it tomorrow. Maybe like
A chance of a run out, but it's a good call again by Vikram.
Yeah, definitely no run there. Ball went straight to the fielder. Would have been in. He actually went for the run. It's been a good start so far. A bit quiet start by Upanga. They've still managed to get a few boundaries here and there. But importantly, they've also lost a big wicket. Oh, that's again in the gap. And the ball again races away to the boundary. This time not hit so hard. Just found the gap. And that was enough for the ball to reach the fence. Qayyum Muhammad is looking really good. 11 of 6 with 2 boundaries. And he's just timed the balls. That's down leg. Umpire calls it wide, rightly so. Clear indications of the bowler being under pressure now after being hit for 2 boundaries. That's again well placed, and this time they'll clearly and easily get 2 runs, but a good return throw there by Manzoor Ahmed, and that's the end of the second over. Raah Upanga 24 for 1.
And I mean, it's an amazing start for Upanga. Talk about the Pakistan side. They are built T20 side, but if you look at the Upanga side, this Caravans, they have a very stable batting lineup. They have explosive batsmen at the start, people who can stabilize it in the middle, and have some explosions here and there at the end. But the highlight of the team so far has been Vikram with the flying start that he's been giving Upanga, and he's been doing a wonderful job in this eliminator today.
Down leg to start with, third over, and umpire calls it wide. Vikram thinks he might have missed out on a scoring opportunity there, because the fine leg is also up in the 30 yards. Even a fine tickle of his bat would have ensured a boundary for Upanga, but just misses out on that.
Chance, appeal, but umpire's not interested. Straight away umpire nods his head, probably going down leg.
Yeah, close LBW shout, but denied. Not out, says the umpire. Yeah, that's another dot ball. And reminder of viewers, a dot means a new tree planted.
That's an amazing initiative taken by the Caravans. That's another wide. Talking about the initiative kill, I think they've planted 900 trees so far, and what a way to bring this initiative up. And
I agree, Ash. It's cricket making a difference beyond the boundary, leaving a legacy not just in the record books, but also in the environment.
Definitely. I mean, 900 trees, definitely making a change.
What a shot that by Vikram Rathore. Short, wide, cut away, one bounce into the ropes for 4.
That was slapped with authority. I think he's here to finish the game. He's here to make business. That's Vikram Rathore for you.
Yes, Vikram clearly means business. Loose ball, slapped outside of, over point for 4. Just short of it being a 6. But he's the man in form. And that's flicked away this time. Fine leg up in the circle and 4 more for Vikram. What a start by Upanga. He is literally enjoying his batting at this moment. Vikram Rathore, man in form, has always given starts to Upanga in the power play and continues doing so in this game as well.
Vikram's batting like a man on a mission.
Goes for the swing again, Vikram, but this time straight to the mid-wicket fielder. Well stopped by the fielder, and a dot ball.
I think he's making the best use out of the form he's been.
Yes, definitely. What a start by these two batsmen. You know, after losing of the first wicket so early.
Chance for an appeal again. Umpire again not interested.
Yeah, this time clearly I think the ball was sliding down leg. A bit of hesitation between the two in the running, but they make it home safely. It's been a great start, you know, despite losing the first wicket so early. Raah Upanga now 35 for 1 in 2.4. Still 2 more balls to go in this over. And Qayyum Mohammed now on strike. That was too wide outside off. Umpire calls it wide.
Yep, the bowler's frustrated. The bowler's trying different things. He wants a wicket. They want a breakthrough.
You cannot afford too many extras. We've seen already, we're just in the third over and I think they've already bowled like 5 or 6 wides, which can, you know, cost them the game, especially in T20s where every run matters.
Finishes with a dot ball, and that's the end of the over.
Upanga 36 for 1. So straight away we see a change in bowling. It's not going to be Muhammad Mudassar again after being hit for 15 runs in his first over. So it's going to be Muhammad Adil. Starts off with a wide, a bit of misfield by the wicket keeper there, could not collect the ball cleanly and would.
I mean, talk about the dedication of the player, Keel. This batsman was injured just a few minutes ago and he was holding his shoulder and sleeping in the ground. And right now he's just holding the ball and wants to do it for the team.
Exactly. They know how important this game is. They know the importance of this game. If they're out, if they lose the game, they're out of the tournament. And Muhammad Ali is making sure that he does everything to make sure Pak Stars cross the line. And what an innings. We have to talk about his batting first. 63 of 46 today with 2 4s and 4 6s. Chance of a run out, but misses completely. Nope. We've seen so many miscommunications between these two so far in just a short span of 3 overs. We've seen how many times they have not communicated well while they were trying to take their singles.
But they do have a bit of a luck that these miscommunications do not end up in runouts. That's a positive they'll have to.
Yes, luckily it has not costed them. Another quick single taken from short third man. The short third man is within the 30 yards. The good thing these two have been doing is they've not just been hitting the boundaries, but they've also regularly tried to rotate strike. Because in T20 that's what matters, right? The more dots you play, the more pressure you build on yourself, and the more chances of you going out.
Oh, definitely. I think that's what Mohammad Adil is planning, trying to pressure the batsman to make him hit the shot he doesn't want to.
But you can't do that if you're gonna ball down leg like that. It's a poor delivery by Mohammad Adil. The wicketkeeper also misses it. The batsman run for an extra 2, but that was leg bias. Might have flicked pads of Qayyum Muhammad. But still, as for the scoreboard in the end of the day, Upanga cruising right now. 42 for 1 in 3.3 overs. What a great start to the power play they've had after losing the first wicket so early. See, that's what I'm talking about. This was a better ball. Not even played from the middle of the bat, but they still managed to sneak in a single. So the good thing they're doing is they're rotating the strike very easily.
Yes, Keel, I think T20 is the game that you will never know that the momentum will shift within an over. So they're trying to get that momentum, build that momentum, and trying to make the most out of it as long as it's there with them.
But I also see no energy in the Pak Stars fielding right now. I think all of them are have just gone a little bit down after the first wicket and after what Vikram and Qayyum have done so far. See, no one is talking. I don't see them I don't see any energy in them at all. They're standing so far in 30 yards. They're giving them easy singles, and this all matters at the end of the day. Can make a difference in a lose or win situation.
Yes, definitely. But the credits again to the Upanga batsmen who've done it so far, and they've been doing it throughout the tournament. But all Pak Stars need right now is just one wicket, and they'll be pumped. They'll be back in the game.
Yes, definitely, and we know how fast T20s can change. A wicket out there here, and we can see the whole game turning around, like how we saw in the last game. Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, who would have thought Aga Khan 3 runs to win in 3 balls with Harshid and Riziki on strike at the crease, rather, and from there, losing by 1 run. Incredible comeback there by Caravans, and what a catch there by Akil in the end to take such a catch under pressure. I mean, that was mind-blowing.
100%. I mean, a wise man once said it's not over until it's over, and we got to see that the last game. That's the end of the 4th over, and Upanga cruising at 44 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. The current run rate is 11 and the required run rate is 6.5. So they're well off. They just need to continue, keep up the pace, keep up getting the shots, the runs.
Again, change of bowling, and it's going to be Manzoor Ahmed for the first time today. Bangs it in short. Vikram cuts it in the gap for a singer. Manzoor Ahmed, the man from Jammu and Kashmir, who has also been selected in the Punjab Kings squad way back in 2018. He had not played any game in the IPL but was in the squad. Has spent a good amount of time with the Punjab Kings camp there in 2018. And today is here in Dar es Salaam playing with us in the most exciting tournament of Tanzania, the Caravans Cup, playing for the Haraab Motors Pak Stars, known for hitting maximum and huge sixes, rather, I would say.
yes, he has been the highlight of the tournament. One of the highlights, I mean. He's come with a lot of experience, showing his experience in the field, and he's batting magnificently. The sixes he's been hitting, oh, it's a delight to watch.
He hasn't done anything with the bat today, and Park Stars would be hoping that he could do some magic with the ball rather today.
Some short stuff here. Batsman losing balance, but just quite connecting it, getting 2 runs.
Yeah, hurried the batsman there. I don't think he was expecting a short one there. But well bowled in the end by Manzoor. But the batsman still, managed to find the ball in the gap and come back for the second run so easily.
The good thing about the Upanga batsmen is they're not just standing in the field. They're keeping the scoreboard ticking. They're not letting the pressure come onto them.
That's the key in T20 cricket. Just try to get off strike as quickly as you can, and the loose balls, just like this. That was so well played. I think that was deliberately done by Qayyum Mohammed. I wouldn't say there was an edge, Yash.
Yes,
just
he
looked
wanted
deliberate.
He wanted to play that shot.
Yeah, as you can see in the replay, just outside of, tried to go for the cut, but I don't know. I just felt that it made that look so deliberate, and gets an outside edge for 4 runs.
Things not looking good for the Park Stars.
And that's 50 up, by the way, for Upanga. Just in the 5th over, 2 more balls to go for the end of the 5th over. What a start they had. This time cut straight to the point fielder. No run.
It's great connection there. That shows good sign that the batsman's in good touch, good form. We just need to see what Manzoor has up in his sleeves. He wants to bring all his experience here, all the cricket that is played.
Digs it in short, and Qayyum does not get any connection on that. Manzoor Ahmed will finish with the dot ball, and at the end of the first 5 overs, Raah Upanga 51 for 1.
I think Upanga will be delighted with this partnership after the fall of the first wicket of
Yeah, I mean, what a great comeback Upanga had as well. After losing their captain Asuri in the first ball of the innings in such an important encounter, and coming back from there, 51 for 1, first 5 overs. I think they would take that.
It's the last over of the power play. And up comes Muhammad Adil to bowl the last ball of the power play. Oh, look at him, he's desperate for a wicket. They're all desperate for a wicket. Oh, that's a quick single. It's well played. Dropped it. Got off strike. I think that's what the Upanga batsmen have been doing. As soon as they get on strike, they try to get off strike, try to get those odd boundaries. And that's what brought them to 52.
Yeah, they might have had a few miscommunication, but I still think the running between the two has been fantastic. They've not stuck around at the crease for a long period of time. Probably play one dot and then just get off strike. That's been the highlight so far. And see, just there again, just stuck around the leg side, and see, just look at their running, man. Quickly came back for the second run. Really, really, really good cricket this by the two Upanga batsmen so far.
Even if you break down both of their innings, Vikram 20 of 13 and Qayyum Mohammed 20 of 17, I think all they've done is run between the wickets, get those runs in between the wickets, and that's what slowed the Park Stars team and kept them quiet for long.
And a loose ball, here and there. They've made sure that they capitalize on the loose ones. Again, easy single down to long on. Raymond Francis will do the cleaning up there. Raymond Francis, a leg spinner from the under 19 camp, the Tanzanian team that will go to play the World Cup. One of the most important bowlers in the team as well. Quick leg spinner. Park Stars would be hoping that Raymond could have a good day, to turn the game around for them.
I mean, he's a good lad. He's a good cricketer as well. I've seen him play a couple of times, and it's amazing to watch such a young cricketer playing at such a high level.
Vikram just taking a bit of his time there. Getting back to the zone. Muhammad Adil. That's in the air. Chance for Raymond Francis, and oh! How decisive could this moment be in the game? The ball was in the air for quite a few, seconds. Thought Raymond should have gotten to the ball there. I think he just misjudged that completely, and what a moment in the game, Yash. There was Vikram Rathore, the man in form. And, I could say maybe was it commentator's curse? I'm not sure. But we're just talking about how good Raymond Francis has been so far. And, whew.
And that's 4 runs. Nicely cut away.
This is how cruel the game can get. Last ball, opportunity for them to get a wicket. A new batsman would have been on strike, and the next ball they've just missed the opportunity. Next ball comes Qayyum on strike and cuts it for 4. As you can see in the replay, finds the gap. He's been so good in that region, Qayyum, so far. He's got 3 boundaries around the point region, 4 boundaries around the point region.
Raymond should have taken that first direction. Went backwards, and then you realize that the ball's coming in front of him. But by the time he realized that it was too late, should have been taken.
So what a power play! First ball, they lost their captain in Asuri Rajendra, and after that, it's all Vikram Rathore and Qayyum Mohammed. 60-for-1 at the end of 6 overs, and spin introduced straight away by Park Stars, and the most experienced bowler in the team, Muhammad Ali.
I think it's
He's also known as Murli here.
It's a good decision by the captain. They need the spin in. They need a slower bowler. Someone who can turn the ball.
Yeah, we saw the complete opposite from Upanga. They'd actually introduced spinners from the power play, and majority of the bowlers and their overs were bowled by spin rather. Ajay Yadav, Sanjay Bo, Masuri Rajendra, Qayyum Mohammed, 4 quality spinners. And that's what I think one of the reasons why they managed to keep Park Stars down below 150. Spin, I think, would play a key role in this game as well. 4 overs from Murli, 4 overs probably from Raymond. Can be decisive, I think.
Yep. The 8-over spell would be a game changer. They just need to bowl on the spots, get the ball turning, and hoping the batsman to play something they shouldn't play, give away their wicket. Murli on to his second ball. It's nicely played by Vikram.
And again, that's superb running, I must say. A good throw back by Manzoor, but Vikram was way inside, I mean, just as we were saying, this is fantastic batting and fantastic running by these two.
Swept, but there's a fielder there. There's protection, and Raymond collects it beautifully. So it was wide of the keeper, but that's good keeping, good take by Moody. Upanga needing 85 runs now.
These two have done the hard work so far. think one should play until the end now if they really want to make this run chase look so easy. Tried for the single, but no run there.
Qayyum hitting it to long off. I think they've expanded their ranges of shots. They've stayed in the crease for quite a long time. It's 6 overs now, and they look pretty comfortable out there, both of them.
Just to remind our viewers, this is a high-stakes eliminator clash where Raah Upanga is taking on Haraab Motors Park Stars, and the equation is quite simple. You win and you live to fight another day, and if you lose, you're heading back home.
Winner of this eliminators will play Aga Khan tomorrow for the qualifier 2. That's the end of the 7th over, 65 for 1. Rathore batting at 25 of 19 balls with 3 boundaries, and Qayyum Mohammad with 28 runs of 22 balls with 4 boundaries. And comes in the new bowler, Raymond, one youngster who I believe can do it.
And I think he would want to correct his mistake of that unattempted catch of Vikram Rathore that could be costly. Probably now he can come and bowl and probably get him out and correct that mistake that he made.
I mean, he has been a match winner, and the captain and himself would be hoping that he could get a positive for his team. He could get a wicket for his team. I think that's what Park Stars need right now. Definite breakthrough between both of these batsmen to break that momentum they're having right now.
Vikram is taking his time in marking the guard. New bowler, probably a new guard for Vikram as well. Trying to reset here. He knows the job is just half done so far. Still a long way to go, and in T20 cricket we know how games can turn quickly. Vikram is set, probably looking to stay till the end and make sure that Upanga gets across the line. Finally ready. So Raymond to Vikram. First ball. Not a good start there by Raymond. Short. Vikram pulls it. There is protection down there. And
talk about the captain making changes. I mean, Keel, they've used 6 bowlers within the 7 overs. What do you think about that?
I think that's what pressure makes any team do. I mean, the way these two batsmen have batted, they've put the pressure back on Park Stars and have made them forcefully change around their bowlers, try and do something different.
Definitely making them uncomfortable, but the batsmen show no signs of being uncomfortable. They're in the zone, they're hitting the ball within the 6 inches, getting those runs, getting off strike pretty easily.
Once again, short. Vikram does not get good connection on that pull. Still managed to get away with a single. So Raymond so far in the first 3 balls has looked a bit rusty. He's been bowling a bit short in the first 3 balls. But he's a very good bowler. And again a shorter one, and this time Qayyum gets it over the point fielder, and the ball races away to the boundary for another 4.
I think that's his hot zone there, Keel. That's his 5th boundary, and 4 out of his 5 boundaries are over the point area.
Yeah, looks like his stronger area. The cut shot, he's been really good at that so far. Much better there by Raymond. That was full, but unlucky for the bowler. Just swings hard there, Qayyum, and gets an outside edge. The ball runs away to the fence once again. As we say, fortune favors the brave.
There you can see the keeper, Modi, just encouraging Raymond. I think he's a senior player. They both know each other well.
Much better. That's much better from Raymond, outside of making the batsman drive forward. Again, well played there by Qayyum, and make sure that he gets off strike. Another, great over by Upanga. 77 for 1 now after the end of 8 overs.
Raymond, I think the change did not work. 12 runs of the over. And Upanga needs 71 runs of the 12 overs remaining with 9 wickets in hand.
This looks like an easy ride now. Credits to the two batsmen at the crease right now. The way they've handled the chase after losing the wicket on the first ball. That's what experience makes you do. Vikram Rathore has been around, been playing around for almost a decade now. In Tanzania, and he knows exactly how the situations are, how the conditions are, and he knows how to play according to them. And that's what he has done. That's what experienced players do. So what an innings this has been by Vikram Rathore. Just to remind you that the winner of today's game would be facing Aga Khan tomorrow at 2:45, live from Gymkhana Cricket Ground. Murli to continue to Qayyum Ahmed.
It's beautifully dabbed, square leg, nicely collected by Mudassar.
Mentioning about tomorrow, we'd also like to highlight the Lions Club's incredible work, in promoting blood donation. So if you're going to be around here tomorrow around Gymkhana Club, then do make sure that, because just one donation can save up to 3 lives. So if you're fit and you're able to donate blood, then please do so. And please be the reason someone gets a second chance.
What another initiative Lions Cricket has been doing, and is going to do the blood donation. And a good initiative to the noble cause of saving the environment, saving lives. Oh, that's a quick throw.
Another quick single taken there. Ball went to point, not hit hard. Was a good call there by Qayyum Mohammed. He was running to the danger end, and he was quick enough to make it back on time.
I think both the batsmen have been really good with what they've planned. They know which bowlers to target. They know which balls to target. It's well bowled by Murli. Batsman heading straight to him. Murli giving everything, giving his body on the line. What's the chance? Oh, it's lucky, very lucky for Qayyum Mohammed. Edges it, but just falls wide of the point fielder. Ivan was a great fielder. He dived, but the ball was way far.
50-50 chances. As a Pakistan's player, you would want that to go your way, but luckily this time for Upanga that the ball did not go into Ivan's hand, and And
with that, Qayyum comes into the 40s. End of the 9th over. Raah Upanga Club 82 for the loss of 1 wicket. both of these batsmen have been batting with responsibility. And what a stage, what a match to show their experience. But they know that the job's not yet done. And on coming Zafar, a bowling change. Zafar's also known to hit the ball hard. He's played cricket for a long time in Tanzania, so he knows what the pitch does, he knows the conditions as well. He also knows both of the batsmen.
So one skill of Zafar Khan is, he can bowl a leg spinner, he can bowl an off spinner. So depending on the batsman, probably we'll see him bowling many off spinners to the lefty, just like that, and probably more of leggies to the righty. That's one key skill that Zafar Khan possesses.
The last time these both teams encountered, Zafar scored a magnificent 80. But this time, he would want to do it with the ball in his hand. I think last time he couldn't get the team over the line. It's beautifully bowled, but even a better shot by Vikram. Just guided it behind. Keeping the scoreboard ticking. This batsman done a great job so far.
Vikram probably the quiet one after the power play, but Qayyum making sure that the run rate is not affected, getting the odd boundaries here and there, making sure that he gets the singles and the doubles in. And extras are definitely not going to help Pak Stars. They've bowled way too many extras. They could afford to, in such an important game when they're just defending below 150 runs.
Swept well. 4 runs there. They'll get all of it. I also think that the lefty-righty combination has played its part. I think that's what's frustrating the bowlers, to get that line. Zafar bowling it onto his legs, and
yes, that was a really poor ball. Going down leg, all he had to do was just sit down and sweep, get into the gap for 4.
It's brilliantly played. Looking for 2 and comfortably getting 2 runs there. And that brings Qayyum Mohammed to 49 runs.
How sensible this batting is, getting a boundary and then just trying to tuck away the ball for a single, probably 2 if possible, and it's a great running between, by these two. Much better there from Zafar. So Qayyum on 49. He would get the single. There will be a 50 in an important game for Qayyum Mohammed. Raises the bat.
Definitely a well-worked 50, a well-deserved 50 as well. After the fall of first wicket and the first ball.
The dugout there of Upanga, standing out, applauding this beautiful knock by Qayyum. What an important knock in the context of the game.
That's the end of the 10th over. Strategic Siet timeout.
34 balls.
That's the end of the timeout. Upanga really close to the finish line. Misfielded.
Not what you need at this point from Pak Stars. See, I just don't see any energy amongst the fielders, and they're just. I think they've just already given away the game to Upanga.
They've been quiet pretty far.
They need some brilliance in the field as well. The fielders have to support their bowlers, especially in this kind of a run chase and in this kind of an important match.
Vikram coming down the ground, but Murli seeing it early and just moving the ball a bit short. Kane brilliantly playing with the field. Throw just not quite up to the mark, and they get too comfortably.
I'll mention once again, the running between these two has been incredible. Well, these two have run. I think that has been the turning point as well. They might have hit the boundaries, but the running and being off strike every now and then, just like that, has aided them in their innings so far, especially Qayyum Mohammed.
Definitely, both the batsmen playing with the gaps, getting those easy runs here and there, keeping the scoreboard ticking. That's what's brought them over here. That's what's brought Upanga in a very comfortable position.
Another yes or no, but no single there.
I think the last thing they want to do is a run out at this stage. Both the batsmen spending almost 11 overs.
Yeah, just 50 runs now, for Upanga. 51 to be precise. And it seems like they're going to do it easily. But, as you know, that cricket is very unpredictable. And you can never say, the game is over until it's actually over. End of 11 overs, and Raah Upanga are 97 for 1. 51 more needed in 9 overs with 9 wickets in hand.
Raymond coming in for his second over. He'll be hoping for something magical in his over, hoping for a break, hoping for a wicket. Something that would bring Pak Stars back in the game.
At the end of 11 overs, Raah Upanga Club 97 for 1. 51 more runs in 9 overs.
It's pulled away straight to the fielder. And reminding our audience that such a great initiative the Caravans have taken to plant the trees for every dot ball, every 4, every 6 the cricketers hit in this tournament, and so far they have like around 900 trees already ready for planting.
Yes, what an initiative that, by Caravans. poor ball that by Raymond. Lucky to not, get hit for 4. Vikram tried his best, but just did not get the right connection in that shot. But that was a really poor ball by Raymond.
Onto his back foot and hits it to long on. Beautiful shot.
Doing it easily now, these two, they know the required rate is also not that high, and see in the recent games they just need to get away with the singles, the doubles, and they know that the out boundary will come. And yeah, so far it looks like an easy chase from here now.
Yes, like you say, both of these batsmen making it look easy. I mean, it was never easy. 150 on the board, 147 on the board. And what a job these two people have done. Both the batsmen making. Oh, it's a chance. Upish. And taken.
Finally a breakthrough. What a catch that by Basit. That's what Pak Stars wanted. Looking for the breakthrough, and here they go. Can this be a turning point in the game? Can we see a twist in the tail?
I think Pak Stars will be delighted for this wicket, and credits to Raymond.
I still, to be honest, I still don't see that energy between the Pak Stars fielders. They still look like they've already lost the game. Even after getting this wicket, I thought they should be more pumped up, bring everyone together, have maybe a few words before they go in again, and try to turn things around from here.
But credits to Qayyum. What an innings he has played, and what a stage to get that innings. Definitely wants to see the team in the winning cause, and the captain will be delighted with that innings. Such responsibility, and they will be hoping Vikram to stick there. And up comes Ajay Yadav.
Yeah, absolutely, man. What a fantastic innings by Qayyum Mohammed. 56 of 40 with 7 fours, strike rate of 140. T20 cricket at its best, chasing 150. And what a gem of an innings he has produced. Ajay Yadav off the mark, first ball. "12 overs gone, Raah Upanga 102 for 2. 46 more required in 8 overs with 8 wickets in hand. Vikram Rathore, the man who is still batting out there on 32 from 30 balls. He's been quiet after the power play, but he's played a fantastic knock, let me tell you. Especially after losing a wicket on the first ball and coming out from there, Vikram Rathore has done a fantastic job along with Qayyum Mohammed.
Yes, definitely. They've definitely reduced the pressure to the batsmen that follow, and Ajay Yadav, I think, will take his time. Murli coming onto the attack to Ajay. A chance for an appeal, a third time, and the umpire again not interested.
Close LBW shout there by the bowler, the keeper, all of them went up. They were actually convinced, but the umpire says no, not out.
Murli not happy at all. He thought that it should have been out, should have been given.
Yeah, that looked very close, yes. That was a very close call by Murli. You can know why he was disappointed there. In his last over, Murli, he knows how crucial a wicket is here. Chance for a run out.
That was close. But Ajay manages to get back onto his crease.
Probably that would have saved him there. They looked really close. We can see there in the replay there. Looking to cut. There was no run there, went straight to the fielder. Good pick up and throw by Ivan. Probably the dive would have saved him. Not out says the most experienced umpire here in Tanzania, Mr. Adil Kasam.
And that might have just woken up the Pak Stars. I think they're slowly getting back into the game.
Yes, and that's what the bowlers need from their fielders. You know, what a fantastic pick up and throw there was from Ivan. Might not have been given out, but yeah, that's what they need from their fielders and from their bowlers at this stage.
Pak Stars creating pressure on Ajay, but he manages to get off strike. I think Vikram has a bigger role to play right now. He needs to take his calm. He needs to take care of Ajay as well.
Yeah, I think, you know, as long as Vikram is there in the crease, game still looks to be going towards Upanga. But we know cricket, you know, we can never say it's over until it's actually over. But yeah, as long as Vikram is there, I think this should be quite an easy chase by Upanga.
That's a beautiful shot. Misfield and 2 runs.
Just mentioning about the fielding there, you know, looked like they were coming back in the game just before 2-3 balls, and again another misfield that costed them an extra run. They do not have enough runs on the board. They actually cannot misfield like that.
Oh, what a ball. If there was one person who could have done that, it was Murli. A peach of a delivery.
What a way to finish a spell. What a delivery to get rid of Ajay Yadav, who has also been so good in this tournament. And what a way to get him out. Muhammad Ali, 4 overs, 1 for 19, and what a last ball he's just bowled there. Third wicket falls here for Raah Upanga. 13 overs gone, 106 for 3.
Can this be the turning point? He did look uncomfortable at the start, and Murli definitely knew that he was the batsman to aim for, and perfectly executed. Which brings in Maker Mukesh, another experienced batsman. Yes, as you can see, the Pak Stars players pumping each other up.
Yes, much better scenes now, you know, to be honest, from the Pak Stars fielders. They actually now look interested. They now look energetic in the field. Apart from that one misfield in last over. But they still look good now. They still look energetic. What a spell that has been by the most experienced bowler in the Pak Stars camp, Muhammad Ali. He'll be really glad to get back off Ajay Yadav.
Definitely, Keel. And with every wicket falling, I think the role, the responsibility of Vikram just increases. He just not only, he doesn't need to only make sure that they need to get the finish, they need to get off the finish line, but he also needs to make sure that the batsman who he bats with is also comfortable. He's not falling under pressure. I think that's what happened with Ajay. That's what made him give up his wicket. Maker Mukesh on to facing his first ball. Raymond Francis onto the attack. Can he pull it off? Can they get one more wicket? That's beautifully bowled. And with that, as you can see, the Pak Stars.
We can now hear the fielders finally. All of them look pumped up, and that's the ball we required from Raymond. That's the Raymond we know actually. No chance for a double there. Fielded well by Manzoor. Does the cleaning up from the long off area. Make sure to keep the batsman for a single. just gets a tickle there, Vikram Rathore. But what matters is they do get a single.
So Raymond needs to be really tight with overseas bowling. They can't afford to give extra runs. That's a much better ball. Oh! What did we just see? An amazing throw by Muhammad Ali. I think he's been the highlight of the game. He had the wicket of Ajay Yadav, and what brilliant piece of fielding.
A clear example of how a wicket does, how a wicket can change things around. We saw that last ball from Muhammad Ali, and probably that might have boosted his confidence, and probably that is the thing that brought that energy in him. And what a good throw in the end. And again, do we see a twist in the tail?
And the worst part is Vikram departs. Someone who's been standing there for 13, 14 overs has to depart. Not the way he wanted to come out. Definitely disappointed.
But what an innings he just played, Vikram Rathore. 35 of 33.
Pak Stars definitely back in the game. And it's turning out to be difficult for Upanga now. The pressure is slowly shifting to Upanga. It's an amazing ball by Raymond, and what a brilliant effort.
So much energy now between the Pak Stars fielders and the bowlers. Just that one wicket from Murli, I think, changed around the whole complexity of the game, and it just lifted the whole team up, including Murli himself. And that's why, he collected the ball so well, threw it so well straight to the keeper's hands. And now we can see how pumped this Pak Stars team is.
It's end of the 14th over, 39 required of 6 overs. The run rate isn't an issue, Keel. The issues are wickets. They've had 4 wickets fallen and 3 wickets in the span of 2 overs.
Yes, definitely. Can we see another twist in tail? You never know. We just saw one in the last game between AK and Caravans, and this one is also heading towards the same road.
I think all I can tell you is we're going to have an amazing game. Ramesh Alluri still not off the mark. And up comes Manzoor back into the attack. Was brilliantly played by Mukesh, using the pace. That's what experience brings. Just guiding it between point and gully. That's 4 easy 4 runs.
What a great shot that by maker Mukesh. The margin for error is very minimal when you're bowling to a batsman like Mukesh. Just a tiny mistake could cost your boundary. That's the class of this man batting out there, Makar Mukesh.
That's a much better ball by Manzoor.
That's another dot and another tree planted. The bowler is tightening the screws, and the nature is cashing in.
That's another dot ball. And it's brilliantly bowled by Manzoor. The run rate slowly climbing up.
Dot ball is not just building pressure on the batsman, but it's also bringing another tree in the ground. So nature actually is loving the contest. Another tight one, tight one.
Looked close.
There was a great throw by Ivan, but Adil does not feel that's out.
It definitely looked out, but Adil not interested. nods his head straight as soon as the bails were off.
This is one of the most experienced umpire in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania.
Pakistan is definitely not happy, and Upanga relieved by that decision.
Definitely, definitely. You cannot afford another run out at this stage, in the game.
That's what pressure does, Keel. That's what pressure does. They won the runs. Mansoor coming on. That's a beautiful ball. Straight to the fielder. Looking for two.
Another yes and no between the two. But this time, they do make sure that it's not costing them a run out. This match is getting very, very, very tight. But remember, as tight as this match is, the Lions Club reminds us some battles are fought off the field. Like the fight to save lives through blood donation. And that is tomorrow. That's well fielded by Mansoor. Did not allow the single. Throws it back to the keeper. End of 15 overs. Raah Upanga 115 for 4. 33 more required in the last 5 overs. What a game we're having.
I mean, the last 4 overs have been the turning point, Keel. A game that looked that Upanga would have been winning easily now looks like a 50-50 chance for both the teams, and that's what cricket is. It's not over when it's over.
Yeah, proper nail biter. Just what our viewers wanted.
That's another dot ball. Raymond Francis is taking up the challenge. That's a good
Well
shot.
played. But it's just going to be a single. Now. You can see the pressure is building in the Upanga dugout as well. We can see the players. Pakstars as well. Pressure both sides.
It's a chance. An appeal. And once again, the umpire is not interested.
Wow there. Raymond Francis, the wicket keeper. All go up. This looked very, very, very close. Umpire Adil Kasam says not out.
That's a much better shot. And well bowled by Raymond. He's deliberately looping the ball, making the batsman go for the bigger shot, making the ball turn right at the end, and almost got Mukesh. Chance of a stumping, and what drama we are having over here. Just not going on Pakistan's way. Should have been collected, should have been out. Unlucky for Raymond.
How good has Raymond been after the first over?
And he gets it.
What drama are we having? What a lovely match this has been so far.
Yes.
And it's
Yes,
turning
Mr.
out to
Stump.
be a nail biter. Another huge call for ABW by Raymond. Probably just a bit high on this occasion. And Adil Kasam once again nods his head, says not out.
I mean,
16 overs gone.
What an amazing spell by Raymond Gill. 22 runs, 1 wicket, but what good bowling the young lad has done.
Especially after the way he bowled his first over, bowling short balls outside of, being hit away for a boundary or two, and then coming back 4 overs, 1 for 22. Amazing performance by Raymond.
And not to forget, almost getting both the batsmen out.
Indeed. Now the situation. 31 runs required. 4 overs. 6 wickets in hand. Pak Stars pumped up. Upanga a bit under pressure now.
What a fighting spirit by Pak Stars. From how they started and how they are. I think they said that they won't give the game up easily. And that's what the viewers want. Manzoor coming on. It's well played by Mukesh.
Gets it away for a single. The run rate also now slowly increasing. 30 runs required in 3.5 overs. It is getting tight. Crowds on their feet. Players on their toes. It's all happening here in Gymkhana. It's a good
Gets
shot.
the gap and a well-needed boundary.
What a shot that by Ramesh. Did not look to hit the ball hard. Just trying to find the gap. And pierces it through the covers and the points fielder. And we've seen the outfield has been so good. If the ball passes the 30 yards, the ball is not going to stop for anyone.
I mean, that's a certain relief for not only Ramesh but also Upanga. They definitely needed that boundary. Oh, there's a chance and he gets it! Gets his hand onto the ball. Again fumbles, but Manzoor, the man. Ramesh hitting the ball straight and hard. But Manzoor just finds a way to hold on to the ball. And what a comeback by the bowler. Just the other ball he got hit for a 4 and a wicket produced. What a game we're witnessing over here. 122 for 5. That's the 5th wicket for Upanga. And that brings Sanjay Bom onto the crease. Sanjay Bom's known for hitting the ball hard, but the situation is definitely hot. It's heated in between. You can see the team, both the batsmen. 26 runs needed of 3.3 overs.
Indeed, man. Now it's no longer just about the skill. It's about the composure, about nerve, about who can keep their head high when the world around them is losing theirs. We've now reached that point in the match, where the heartbeats are quicker, the palms are sweatier, and the difference between victory and defeat might just come down to a single moment of brilliance, just like the one that we witnessed right now. That amazing catch by Manzoor.
That should have been stopped. But look at Zamo giving it everything. He wants to win. That's an amazing shot by Bom.
Sanjay Bom, a man who is known to hit big sixes, especially around this time when pressure is high, run rate is climbing up, and this guy just comes out of nowhere and hits 3-4 maximums and takes his team over the line. Can we see that again? I don't know, but it has been a very good game so far. Started off well so far, Sanjay Bom. First ball getting 2 runs. Manzoor to Bom. Go short. In the gap. Yes, it is. It's in the gap. Well placed by Sanjay Bom. And the ball races away for 4. We've seen how fast this outfield is. Another much required boundary, and this time it's Sanjay Bom, the new batsman, facing just his second ball of the game.
just guiding the ball in between third man and point, getting 4 runs, a well-needed 4 runs. A slow ball, appeal, and he's gone. A slow ball.
Wow.
Sanjay Bomb. Sanjay Bomb, the man known to finish the game, just couldn't get bat on ball. Ball hitting the pads. A confident appeal, and the umpire raises his finger.
Is there a twist in the tail? Upanga Club 128 for 6 in 17 overs. We need 20 runs in 3 overs.
This is turning out to be an amazing game. It's turning out to be one of the great games of the tournaments. Sanjay Bomb, and again a boundary and the wicket the next ball. The crowd's loving it. That could be the moment everyone remembers from this eliminator. A wicket at the worst possible time for the batting side, and the fielders know it.
Absolutely, Yash, absolutely. Oh, that ball stayed low. The batsman got his bat down right on time, gets a lucky inside edge there, and comes back for 2. Wow. What a game we're having in our hands, Yash. We can feel the atmosphere here. How tense things have become in the last 6 overs. We can see the Upanga dugout there. Everyone on their toes. The Pak Stars dugout. Look at the Pak Stars players. All of them standing on their toes. Everyone is feeling the pressure now. They all know how important the game is. Dot ball. Dot ball at this stage.
18 runs required. 16 balls. Can Mukesh pull it off? Not to forget Jatin Darji in to support him. And it's what a shot to play at this stage of the game. He saw the length ball pretty quickly and just stabs it to fine leg.
That's the class of this man, Makar Mukesh. Just how well set down, saw the length early. And what a shot he played that for 4. After playing the shot, he just started, doing some few push-ups. What a man, this guy.
Well, he's enjoying it. And we all are. And it's down to run a ball, Keel. What do you think?
Still, a dot ball at this stage. It's like striking gold for the bowling side. The pressure builds, the required rate creeps up. And thanks to a green initiative, Yash, there's another tree planted for the planet.
Like you said, Keel, nature's loving it.
That's good running by the 2. Dab down to the third man. And easy 2 runs. This is what Pak Stars need to stop. Giving them away the easy 2s. It's probably not going to help them in any way.
And Mukesh using all the experience he can. Oh, that's another good shot, but straight to the fielder. This time, just 1 run. And on comes Jatin Darji to face his first ball. But not just yet, it's over. And he will have to wait.
Boy, now we can say the Upanga dugout might have just eased up a bit. 11 more required in the last 2 overs.
Very good.
As long as these 2 are still there at the crease, Makar Mukesh and Jatin Darji, the most experienced guy of all. But mind you, Yash, even the bowlers, they have a lot of experience, especially this guy, Manzoor. Been a part of an IPL squad way back in 2018 for the Punjab Kings.
And he's got two crucial wickets of Ramesh and Sanjay Bomb. Can he do it again? Goes for the slow one, but maker Mukesh reads this time, gets 1 run. And that brings Jatin Darji on strike, playing his first ball of this game.
Yeah, I don't think they'll mind the single there, Upanga, because at this stage, even these small steps keep the scoreboard moving. I don't know. What do you think, Yash? Would Jatin Darji be going for the glory shots, or is it too soon to say?
I mean, with the experience he has, he just want to just get off strike. And with that, a chance. And he misses. There was a definite chance of a run out. Mukesh giving everything. 100% on that dive. Keeping his body in the line.
What a single that was, Yash. I can't even imagine taking a single like that at this stage. There's a very risky single there. Lucky Upanga to not have lost Mukesh over there, because that was a really risky single.
And that wicket would have exposed the tail of Upanga.
Mukesh goes for the hit. Does not connect well. I think they'll still try to come back for the second run, and yes, they do. Is it close?
Not given out. That's good running by Jatin Darji.
Yeah, I think he made it on time, Jatin.
Now 7 runs required of just 9 deliveries.
Can he finish it in this over only? You never know, 3 balls to go.
They can.
The man himself, Makar Mukesh on strike. And that's just dabbed away to short third for another single. Brings Jatin back on strike.
One thing that I've noticed in Manzoor's bowling today is he's using a lot of slower balls, and it's been really effective for him. He's got those dots, and a crucial wicket of Sanjay Bomb.
That's what experienced players do, yeah? I mean, the years of experience this guy has.
And straight up, a chance. And that's 6 runs. And what a stage to hit this run.
We were just talking about experience, about Manzoor. But don't forget the other guy on strike. He's as well experienced as that man is, Jatin Darji.
Like you said, Keel, they could have finished it in this over, and Jatin Darji looks like he heard you. He definitely did.
I actually thought 1 run was left, but okay. Sorry to our viewers, just 6 was needed. And that's what Jatin delivered. What a way to finish the game. And it's Upanga who get above the line and are going to be facing Aga Khan tomorrow live from Gymkhana at 2:45. But what a game we had today, Yash. So just to remind our viewers about tomorrow, Lions Club are going to have a blood donation drive here in Gymkhana. So if you're fit and fine, please make way and save a life. Apart from that, also reminding you about the green initiative. For every dot ball, a tree is going to be planted. What do you have to say about the initiative, Yash?
No, that's a great initiative. Like you said, like you've mentioned, the nature is loving it, Keel. And nail biters like this is what we want. This is what the viewers want.
So, to our viewers, it's Raah Upanga who have done it under immense pressure in a chase that swung, but they've held the nerve and they crossed the line. So it's going to be Upanga facing Aga Khan tomorrow, and it's the end of the road for Haraab Motors. But what a tournament it has been for both of the teams. hats off to Haraab Motors as well. But yeah, one team was supposed to go to the next round, and that's Upanga in this case.
And with that, that's the end of the game. This is me, Yash Hirwania, and Keel Sujak signing off. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Out of them. Mukesh, out of them. Out of them.